Paris from I Travel to Getaway, and I thought it would be amazing to give you guys a travel series every week to let you know about different things that I think are interesting to know each week about travel. So this video is going to be about visas. Actually, the process of getting a visa is not all dancy and happy. It's actually a pain. But I'm going to give you 5 points that I think are interesting for you to know for when you're planning your international travel. So the first point is actually a question that I get all the time. What is a visa? I already have a passport. I can travel the world freely. Oh my gosh. Well, no, you can't. Just because you have a passport does not mean that you can just easily walk on into anybody's country just because you have a United States passport. Actually, a lot of countries require you to have a visa to enter their country. Now, U.S. does the same thing. They require lots of people to have visas to come to us. But visas also are for tourism. Therefore, if you want to go work abroad, you have to have a visa. There's a bunch of visas, which I'll talk to you later about. So getting back to that question, what is a visa? Let me get the Webster's Dictionary definition for you. 1 second. Here's the definition. A visa is an endorsement attached to your passport indicating that you have additional permission to enter, leave, or stay for a specific period of time in a specific country. So, like I said, there's many different types, which brings us to point number 2. What types of visas are there? Look along this line. Oh my gosh, there's so many different types of visas. I think it's over 100 different types of visas. But the most common one is tourism and transit, business, and workers, and like study type of visas. But yeah, there's a big old list of different types of visas that you can get. So just watch out for that. Number 3, what countries don't require you to have a visa? Well, here's another list of all these different countries that you can go to without having a visa. So, like I went to England and France, I didn't have to have a visa. I'm planning on going to South Africa next year. I won't need a visa for that. So, there are a lot of countries with a U.S. passport that you can just enter in freely without having a visa if you're just going there for tourism. But there are a lot of countries that do require a visa. So just do your research before planning and booking your trip. Which brings me to number 4. What are the requirements for getting a visa? Oops, sorry, that was my phone going off. Well, what are the requirements for getting a visa? Oh my gosh, they want a patch of your hair, they want a kidney, they want blood samples. It's just crazy what they want. But actually, that's not what they want. But this is, for example, for the Brazil trip that I'm taking in about 2 months. I had to give them my bank statements. I had to take shots. I had to write a letter to the Brazilian consulate. I had to get passports, photos. What else did I have to do? I can't remember at this point, but it was a lot of stuff. And that stuff is costly. A lot of stuff. Oh my gosh, yes. And for each visa country jurisdiction. So I'm in Miami, so I have the Miami jurisdiction for Brazilian consulate, and that may differ from the LA consulate for what they require for people to visit to Brazil. So you just gotta do your research and figure out what's required, but it is a lot to go into when you book your ticket to a place that requires you to have a visa. And the last point, number 5, is, well, how much do these visas cost? They vary. I think the cheapest visa that I ever paid for was $20 when I went to Australia. But Brazil, they already charge you $160. But in my personal experience, I had to go through a third party, which was called Visa, to get my visa because my schedule, it doesn't work out with me visiting the consulate. Even though it's like right around the corner, their hours suck. Anyway, so I had to go through a third party, and the third party charges as well. So I think I ended up paying about $250 just for that Brazil visa to be processed. And then I'm also going to Argentina, and they don't necessarily require U.S. citizens to have a visa, but they do require you to have a reciprocity fee. I think that's how you pronounce it. Reciprocity fee. I think. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, comment below and tell me because I don't know, but that's $160, and their website was down to be able to buy that. So again, I had to go through another third party to get my reciprocity fee paid for, which is a fee that they charge for you to enter their country, just like a visa. But you're just paying a fee, I guess, and it's attached to your passport, and it's good for 10 years for Argentina. But you cannot enter their country without paying that fee. Anyway, getting back to the third party with them, they charge additional monies as well. So I think I ended up paying in total $185. So I'm no like mathematician or anything, but let me add that up. 253. One sec. Okay, 253 plus 185. I paid $438 before I even touched ground in Brazil or Argentina, and I made that as one trip. So yeah, that definitely didn't make me too happy about that, but nonetheless, I plan on having an amazing time once I get there. So yeah, that is my 5 points that I wanted to give you guys. What is a visa? What types of visas are there? What countries do not require U.S. citizens to have a tourist visa? What are the requirements of a visa? And how much does a visa cost? It all depends with the costs and the requirements, but the other parts are basically the same for everywhere. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is a product that I use all the time when I'm traveling, and I only need to use a carry-on. It's called GoTubes. These are the GoTubes. They're really cool. You just unscrew and you put your body wash or shampoo, lotion, or whatever in here, and it saves you money because you don't have to continue to buy those travel size little things in order to travel on carry-on. You can just put them into here, and it's TSA approved, carry-on approved, and yeah, I want one of you lucky winners to win this. All you have to do is share this video on your social media site, and I will announce the winner next week. GoToob! Hey, GoToob! Hey! And they're so squishy, and I love them. Yay! And you can even like put them on the shower and all that. Ooh, I love it. So I think you guys will love it too. Just share this video on your social media site, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I travel to Getaway on social media and YouTube. Thank you guys. Love talking to you today. Bye.